Hello again in the channel About Me. The first topic is cars and more. Be sure to support me by subscribing to my channel and liking the video. Thank you. We live in cities and indoors. Every trip to work, shopping, visiting or otherwise is done by car. In modern life we have access to all brands of cars. We can choose their power and even color. There are cars for everyone and there is a suitable one for everyone. Price. We are flooded with second-hand cars with very unclear origin and operation. Loans and leases are provided, with which we can take the dream car. There are of course representations of most brands, where we can easily buy a brand new car from us parameters. But so far we have exhausted the assets and time to pay attention to this seemingly insignificant topic. Every car needs maintenance and good care to benefit us for a long time, but on the one hand, the more attractive the car brand, the more expensive its basic maintenance. Old people even joke that today's cars are like children, because it turns out that they require much more time and money than the first cars. We will start with small problems such as parking, annoyed neighbors, frequent need for cleaning, changing tires and running gear, winter accessories for children and pets, etc. Common problems are traffic jams, limited parking spaces, incompetent drivers. Now turn the examples into amounts to hear how would each liability amounts fly out of your wallet. We also add oil change, air conditioning filling, sensor change, and all this is just small monthly situations. What about when there are major repairs? Only for the small pampering of your car. Everything I have listed is a normal daily problem with your vehicle, but let's now talk about the additional problems that have already occurred. The first serious problem is the pollution of our planet, which has proved to be an irreversible process. I will not deepen this painful issue, because we know that cars are not the only ones to blame. Which slows down your transition from point A to point B, makes you nervous, depreciates your car and consumes more fuel. Ah, I finally said it. The famous fuel. This is already proving to be a very serious problem. Excluding the current war between Russia and Ukraine, excluding inflation, which will last longer than expected, to share with you about oil reserves. If you dig a little more on the issue, as I did, it turned out that the world's oil reserves are depleted. In addition, it turned out that we use 8 times more than is currently available. Causes the oil and gas infrastructure to sink deeper into the ground, which makes their project even more expensive to implement and maintain. Of all their commodities to be dependent on oil again. Countries with large oil reserves face problems such as Canada, which finds that their oil is mixed with a lot of sand and its separation requires spending huge amounts of drinking water and electricity, which again raises the price. Here it is good to slightly hint to you that the countries that have oil reserves are not sure that they will want to share them with the rest of the world, which means that either there will be a shortage or the price will not stop rising. I provoke you with a question to think. Do you remember something that increased its price and then they lowered it after a while? We must abandon oil before it abandons us. Since I created this channel to help you and remind you of happiness, I will give you a few alternatives. If, like me, you find it difficult to completely abandon the car, then consider electric cars. Their prices are good at the moment. The cost of electricity can be reduced to zero, because there are still places for free charging. The tax can be reset. And if you buy a brand new electric car, you will have free maintenance for a long time, and will there be any maintenance? I remind you of the alternatives, such as electric scooter, bicycle and scooter. By public transport, shared transport or walking. I guarantee you that you will reduce your expenses by a serious percentage. You will lead a healthier life for you and our planet, and do not justify to yourself that this saves time, because there is no better time than a walk with the dog, children and partner. You can be a great example by telling your child get up from the computer to ride the bike. Thank you. See you soon.